Hi, my name is Emily, and this is the Delight Knits podcast. I believe we are episode 50, but I cannot remember, and I'm not gonna log on and check right now. This is my second attempt. First attempt had dogs everywhere and kids coming up, and my husband driving by to try and get them all back and corralled. So we're gonna attempt this again without any distractions. Can't promise that. So today is Sunday, April 21st of 2024, and this is where I like to talk about all that I've been knitting on. It has been about a month, so about 4 weeks since I've last podcasted. We brought home 3 new puppies 2 weeks ago. They're 14 weeks now, and they're outdoor only. But they're great dogs. They're just handfuls right now and want all the attention. Let's see, what else? I have 2 finished objects, 2 plus a sample kind of, and then I've got a couple of other whips. So let's start with one of them. I literally finished it yesterday, and it's actually somewhat dry. This is my Radvent Cardigan, Radvent Cardi. This is by Ambah O'Brien is the pattern, and it's meant for Advents. I knit the second size. Let's see. I did add some stitches here, was one of the modifications I did. I think I doubled or added 10 more stitches or something like that than what you are supposed to do. To make it not so cropped. I also did mirror image to where it fades the same way, and then I used Advent leftovers instead of following the striping sequence mentioned for each 25 colors in the pattern. I just cast on and knit until this color ran out. If you remember, I had them set in all of my colors for both Advents that I used set in like rainbow order in a fade, and I literally only did not even use half. I did use half of it. I started with the first purple as like my bind off. You could probably bury or Kitchener stitch in the back, and yeah, I think I have a plan for the rest of that, but we'll see. The brown is Mace of Skeins Oh Fudge. I had 2 skeins of it for my Starflake and didn't even really hardly need the second skein, and I still have some left over. I did longer here than what's recommended for the pattern. I didn't do buttonholes. I still need to snip an end or 2 because I wasn't sure about the bind off, but I think it's fine. I did the Jenny surprisingly stretchy bind off on the bottom, and it rippled, and it still kind of is. And then this one I just did a very loose regular bind off, which I think looks better. But this one will stretch out more to like close it. I did not do the buttons because I wouldn't wear them. My Advent colors, so it kind of starts with like the Camel's yarn 2023 Advent, Moreland to Sea, and then once you get into here, I'm alternating like just based off of that and the fade with leftovers from my 2022 Fibre Fox Advent. I don't remember the name of that one, but I made the Find Your Fade shawl, and that's a gorgeous rainbow fade, so I didn't get into a lot of that one. It's still kind of damp. It's not so bad. It'll probably be dry by the time I'm done with this. But yeah, it's turned out well. The sleeves are kind of long. Here comes the cat because the dogs aren't around. And baggy, but I actually like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. It'll be the perfect spring layering jacket, I think. My other finished object is a scrappy pair of socks, my blue Scrappy Socks. I don't have my sock blockers out here because I forgot to grab them. And here is the kitty cat. So I take each of my balls I have a big gallon-sized bag of leftovers, and I can actually show you for another whip. And I split each one in half by weight and then just knit until it's gone. So there are those. They are matching. I don't for the most part, I do use the matching socks just because it's better in my sense, or it's better for me in my OCD-ness. Now I'm gonna have a cat in my lap here. Not as distracting as 3 puppies plus another dog who's jealous of them. So that is that. Most of these I actually dyed. I know this one I dyed. I used it in my Starflake shawl. This one is Ruby and Rose's Twilight. This is one that I dyed myself, used in a Musselboro hat. This is Ruby and Rose's Persian, I think, and then the rest of them are ones that I dyed just color checking things, or color playing with it when I first got dyes. So that's that pair of socks, all nice and done. 64 stitches, US 0 9-inch circulars. Ouch. 2x2 ribbing for, I don't think I counted, I just went until the yarn ran out, and slip stitch heel flap and gusset. So that is that pair of socks. Those are my finished objects, like finished that I get to keep. I do have some other finished objects. No, if you are gonna get those claws out, you are gonna get down. It's gonna be a little loud for a second because I've got them packaged up. That's these. Okay, I am doing sample swatches for Addie of Ruby and Rose's yarn next collection. So here are 13 of them. A lot of them are tonals, and these are steam blocked and everything. So let me see if I can get this cat to go away. So there's 1, there's 2, 3. I unexpectedly really like this one. It's swampy, so to speak. These are knit on DK, on her, I think it's Superwash DK. I don't know exactly the base because I don't get labels. And the rest are tonals right now. I absolutely love them. I have leftovers of a lot of these because this is all I'm doing with this collection. And I think I have the Douglas Cardi pattern. And I think I'm going to take these tonals, and I may have to do more than just 4 colors is what's in the pattern. I may do 5 or 6 of these tonals and do that cardigan with them. These, and then I have leftover from the Taylor Swift collection as well. Boy. Okay, so that's all of my steam blocked ones. They're like complete and ready to go get packaged up. Got 2 more that have not been like ends woven in. I got 3 more on Saturday. So here is another tonal, and it's gorgeous. And then this one I love. And then my last one is right here, and I literally cast it off. I'm waiting to hear back on her because sometimes these are pool funky, and I want to make sure that she likes the way it's turned out. So this one I actually have the cake of with me, but I've got it still attached to the cake. Let me get to where I'm not gonna. And there's that one. It didn't pull so bad. I had some issues with this one pulling pretty bad. But it's just the stitch count. I mean, no matter what you knit, you're gonna have pooling, whether you're knitting a sweater. That's just, yeah, you deal with pooling with everything, with hand-dyed yarn. Especially things like the speckled, heavily speckled, where, I don't know. You deal with it. It'll work out. So let me put this back up. Wow, I have it all. So that's kind of a finished object and whip all in one. I don't know how many more colorways she has coming in that one. Those 16 may be it, but it's a gorgeous collection. What else? So you haven't seen my most recent, my other sweater I have going on that you've seen is the Easy V by Caitlyn Hunter. I finished the yoke of it and I've got it on tried on tubing. I have not steam blocked it, but let me know what you think. It's a worsted weight sweater. We're in Arkansas. I love the fingering weight. This is my first worsted weight project. So I can put it on for you. I don't know if it's too big. If it's not, it might be fine. It'll be oversized. I'm going to run out of yarn. I went down a needles. This is the back anyways. I went down a needle size, up a needle size, sorry, because the gauge is better. It's a little more drapey. So I think it is better. I went up a needle size and down a knitting size in the pattern. So I'm knitting the smallest size on, I think it's US, what is it? It's not those. My swatches, I do have a project page for them with my exact swatch pattern and needle size I use. These are my US 8 5mm, what I've knit this on, and I think I did the ribbing in 4. So yeah, I used more yarn on this color work yoke than I did on the first time I knit it, because I had knit the entire body and didn't like it and ripped it out. It was just too stiff of a fabric. So yeah, I may have to do more color work on the bottom, or I'm gonna do the bottom ribbing in a different color. So let me know what you think. I do have enough for the body, and then my next round when I put it back on the needles will be splitting for sleeves. So I don't know, I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I'm liking it now that it's in, and I think the neckline will be fine too. Because I'd have to do the math to make it smaller. Do a smaller stitch count. I like the needle size. I just don't know. I'm not absolutely in love with that project as I was this one. Yeah, sorry for my husband drilling in the background. He's putting together some raised beds he got for his birthday. So that's that project. Easy V, colors. ZZ Textiles, non-superwash worsted. It's 100% non-superwash. She's updated her logo since this, but still same thing. So the orangish brown rusty color is mahogany, and then you've got cadmium yellow, cypress, and butterfly bush. And I bought these a while ago, like quite a while ago. So this one I haven't steamed it out. I did use the frogged yarn, so it's more wrinkly than it would usually be. So yeah, that's that project. It'll get done because it's worsted weight, but it's also, when you work with fingering weight yarn 99.9% of the time, and these, I mean, I've just started doing these tea cake swatches, so let's go 90% of the time. It's a change for your hands and your knitting technique or style, I guess, method. I don't know. It changes up like how you knit a little more to me. So yeah, it goes a little bit slower, but it's also worsted weight, so it goes faster. I don't know if that makes sense. My next and last whip I've got right now is another pair of socks. I'm getting all the Scrappy Socks done. These are also like split it in half, and I'm on the heel on one of them, so I've got 2 going concurrently. These are not 100% matching. These I'm calling my swatch socks because I frogged all like these swatches that I had and put it in here. So the cuff is yarn that I dyed myself. It's a pop of color. The swatch was for my Alley sweater. So I dyed it myself. You've got the pink that was in the triangles of the Alley sweater, and then the blue. And then the next two colors, actually three, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, the hot pink, are all Ruby and Roses, part of her Yarnary Islands collection. I had the little checks pattern, with this one being the main color and then these 3 being like the background. And so I'd split the hot pink and then split that in half, and then just did one on here and one on here. I also had a tiny little bit of blue left there, and that tiny little blue there, and then some more Yarnary Collections swatches. I think I had that's leftovers from the cardigan I knit for a little girl at church. So it pooled pretty cool there, and there, and I am starting on the heel with some yarn that I dyed there. So these will probably be done next time, and they are being kept in one of my new acquisitions. If this cat will stop moving around. He is a drooler. I know I've said it before when I sit outside. Oh, let me show you. So this is how I do that yarn, is I take, these two are part of the same colorway. It's a mess. And I weigh them in half, and then everything in here has already been split. And then I've got like it's a mess. Cat? I've got like all of these leftovers. I think some of them are leftovers or minis from the Ruby and Roses Advent that I didn't get to. So I've got all of those that I still need to split. But everything that I'm going to use for socks is in this bag. I got this bag. I did a trade with somebody, Anna, who emailed me about doing a swap with some of the Ruby and Roses yarn I had left over, and so she swapped with me some of that yarn, and I got this bag, which has got deer on it, and it's great. I love it. Thank you, Anna. And then I've also got the little bag. I did not know it was going to come with this. That was such a great surprise. And then I also got this bag, which both I've been using since I got. They are Evertote, and I think she said in her note that they were a Canadian dyer, but I don't think they make them anymore. And then she included that little pin that says one more row. So that was I was so happy to be able to do that trade with her. And we'll see about doing it again in the future. Maybe some more, if you're open to that, Anna. So I've also got one more acquisition, and then I believe that's all that I have going on. You can probably hear my husband driving around on our other acquisition that we made in the back. We bought ourselves a Ranger the week before the puppies. So I purchased some Explorer Knits and Fibers. This is my first purchase of it from them. And I purchased You Do Not Yield based off of Throne of Glass on her Cashmere Cavern sock. I think I'm gonna do a foundation fade, but just one color. Just a normal raglan sweater. I love how my Alley sweater fits, and I think they're the same. And the other one, or that one, just doesn't have any color work. So I absolutely love this color. I just couldn't pass it up. I've been wanting to buy some Explorer knits for a while now, and this one was the perfect opportunity. And so I think that's about it. I might take some footage, maybe not, I don't know. From my previous attempts with the dogs running around behind me, just so you can see them. But they're all in the backyard right now, being quiet, probably laying down. Nope, they're running around. But I'm gonna go play with them and then just hang out and enjoy this beautiful day outside, when it's not too hot for at least another few weeks before summer hits here in Arkansas. I hope everybody has had a great month, and I will see you in 2 weeks or a month or however long it happens. And I believe that's it. So we will say goodbye. Can you say goodbye? Mm-hmm. And talk to you later. Bye.